This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Potown Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get you. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day here, a brand new video rather here at Tablemon. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be taking a look at this PIKA-PEAK deck, as I dubbed it. I don't know if it'll catch on, but I like the name PIKA-PEAK deck, featuring Peakrom and Path to the Peak. Now this deck list was played by Arlon143 at the Hyperlux $500 event that seems to be happening every Monday with a $5 entry fee and a pretty good prize pool. So PIKA-PEAK. No Mewtwo's anymore in this Peakrom version, as we are playing 4th Path to the Peak to stop abilities from Pokemon with Rule Box in play. We do play quite a few abilities ourselves in the Dene, Crobat, Eldegoss, and Tapu Koko, but we don't have to play them if we don't need to. The Path to the Peaks if we need to further set up or whatnot. We are focusing on Peakrom's full Blitz attack to 150 and attaching 3 Lightning Energy cards from our deck onto any Pokemon that we need. And we have the Attack Bolt GX attack doing 200 damage, and we have 3 extra Lightning Energies attached to Peakrom. We can do 170 damage to a benched Pokemon. Now we also have 2 copies of Raichu and a 1 Raichu GX with the Tandem Shock attack doing 80, and if this Pokemon was on the bench during your turn and became active, then it does 80 more damage and your opponent's Pokemon is now paralyzed. And with the Lightning Ride GX attack doing 150 damage and potentially switching back into, or not potentially, and switching back to your bench. And if you have 5 energy total, then you get to deal 250 damage. Pretty good numbers. And then we have the Bolton Beat to help set up with Electrify, allowing us to attach 2 Lightning Energy cards and attach them to our bench Pokemon any way we want. And having the Boltstorm attack to do 10 damage plus 30 more for each Lightning Energy that we do have in play. So that's the gist of the deck. The deck is hyper consistent, no more Crushing Hammers being played in Peakrom. The only single cards are Pokemon that you can search for with Quick Ball in the Crobat, the Eldegoss, the Marshadow, and the Tapu Koko Prism Star, but everything else, especially the supporters, I really like 4 Research for Marnie, 4 Boss, along with a 4 Path to the Peak, 4 Quick Ball, 4 Speed Energy, 4 Switches, and then 2 copies of Stamp, Radar, Air Balloon, and Big Charm. Let's jump into a ladder and see what we can do with this PIKA-PEAK deck. Hope the PIKA-PEAK deck or name catches on. We'll see. Obviously, with no more Mewtwo, we really want to avoid Urshifu. We're taking essentially hard L against Urshifu, and immediately we see a fighting deck box. So that might not be great for us right here, but in a metagame dominated by Shadow Rider Calyrex, this makes sense, I guess. Okay. Fighting Sleeves, Fighting Deck Box, and Galarian Surfetched Coin. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get wrecked here. Yep. Single Strike Urshifu as our first match with this Lightning deck. Okay, my opponent with an underwhelming start. I'm gonna go ahead and research. I really need to set up this turn. Okay, so the Path to the Peak right here could be pretty good. Could be. Okay, so I'm definitely benching Bolton, definitely attaching. Thing is, if I Path to the Peak here, I am also dead drawing myself. Not dead drawing, but you get what I'm saying. I don't really have a good follow-up for the next turn, so I'm not gonna go ahead and do anything with it. My opponent doesn't threaten me next turn, so that's kind of good, I guess. If I wasn't going to play Path to the Peak, I might as well Radar then that it changed, I guess. So we do see a Nerve Balloon, and we do see a Research. So goodbye T-Tar. My opponent doesn't know that I'm playing Path to the Peak yet. One evolution goes away, that's good. So best case scenario for me is now to go Paralyze plus Marnie, I guess. That would be the dream. That would definitely be the dream right here. I have 3 energies in play. I could get 3 more. That would be 190, so not a KO on the Urshifu. The Hander being established, so maybe Paralysis is not my best bet. We'll see. If my opponent whiffs attachment though, oh, they don't. But, no, okay, they're gonna laser focus, yeah. So they're gonna power up. Okay, that's pretty scary. Okay. No. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's grab Pikarom and Raichu. I honestly think I'm gonna be better off just going full paralysis mode here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. The Path to the Peak probably looks very confusing for my opponent right about now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and attach this here. No Path to the Peak for me yet. So seeing that, I'm probably just gonna go Fulton Pressure here. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and Marnie. We'll see. There's merit to the paralysis, but if my opponent evolves, then that's a little... Not a little, that's very annoying. Okay, so I do not hit a switching card. I can still dig, however. Crobats. Looking for switch to paralyze. I guess I am looking for Path to the Peak as well. So 3 more cards. No switch, no Path to the Peak. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the stadium to potentially delay my opponent, and then unfortunately I'm gonna have to Bolt Storm for not enough. That's bad. I mean, going up against a fighting type deck is really bad no matter what, right? See the scroll? Path to the Peak, dude. Path to the Peak would have been fantastic. Path to the Peak would have been really great. Is that gonna be for Dedenne? No, for Houndour. Okay, so out of Rapid Strike energies. So I guess it's gonna come down to Stamp, right? Paralysis plus Stamp. And Hope. Yeah, went for Crobat, went for Dedenne. If I had played Path to the Peak, I mean I would have gotten Marnie, but my opponent would not have had this explosive-ish turn. At least no boss. Right? Ooh, fails the incense. And then just researches. Interesting. I mean, there's no point in evolving, right? That would just give me 3 prizes instead of 2. So that sort of makes sense. They're down 2 switches as well. That's also good news. So I'm gonna promote the Raichu. I need a switch this turn though, for sure. I might have to GX this turn actually. Yeah, I might actually have to GX this turn. Is there anything that doesn't die to this guy? No, there isn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to GX and hope. So maybe promoting this guy was a mistake, actually. No switch, dude. You're kidding me, man. You are, in fact, kidding me. Path to the peak so far, not very useful at all. Not even gonna play that. Come on, switching card. There we go. Okay, so basically, I can't believe I have to attach this here. Basically, I mean, should I even waste my Chig's attack? Because, like, I want him to be at 3 prizes, right? Yeah, yeah, I should. I'm gonna GX and then bring up this guy, and then it's all about the stamp. It's all about the stamp. There's a switching card. I mean, Path to a Peak definitely less impactful now. Right. Stamp plus paralysis plus Path to a Peak, that might be the answer. Goes for the boss. Doesn't really matter at this stage. Just goes for the impact blow. Okay, so I can't get a KO on this guy, but I can stamp to 1. I mean, I have switch, right? So it doesn't really matter. Okay, Path to the Peak would be great. There we go. Do I want to play Eldegoss before I play down Path to the Peak? Yeah, sure, I'll get a boss pack. I'll go Path, Stamp, and Switch, right? Yeah. Switch and Tandem Shock, you're paralyzed. So just draw Path. Just draw Path, that's it. Okay, there's Path to the Peak. Oh my gosh, I was about to cry. I was genuinely about to cry. Alright, we might be able to pull this off. Houndoom's definitely not scary at all. Okay, so I don't need to switch this turn. Nice. We beat the fighting type deck with some good plays. Purposely giving up on a Raichu I think was fine. My opponent still had the boss, so it didn't really matter. But good. Yeah, good. Like, by promoting the Raichu, I was hoping they wouldn't boss, right? And that, because the boss is not a useful card off of the stamp, it's one less useful card they can draw. Less chances of them having a good card overall. Alright. Pretty solid, yeah. Maybe the Path to a Peak towards the end actually mattered. I'm not so sure. Okay, my opponent choosing to go first, that's really awesome. Pretty good hand as well. Get to power up with Boltund. Pretty cool that I didn't need Pikarom last game. Alright, so what are we up against though? Okay, probably Shadow Rider Calyrex, right? You would imagine we're up against Shadow Rider Calyrex. Yep, there we go. There we go. Psychic to the active. Alright. Nice top deck. So I'm gonna get rid of a lightning here. Establish Boltund. We do see that Cocoa Prism Star is available, which is nice. So let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll decide what else we do. Okay. Definitely switching. And then we're gonna go ahead and Marty. We might be forced to draw extra cards. Ooh, well. Interesting Marnie. Interesting Marnie, okay. We're probably getting Horror Housed into 3 extra cards. Plus our top deck, so unless 3 of those 4 cards are trainers, we're gonna be alright. There's a Marshadow to remove the stadium at any point they want, which makes sense. Alright. Seems like we are getting Horror Housed. I need to not draw 3 trainers out of the next 4 cards. And I really need to not draw 4 trainers. Like 3 trainers, I lose a Bolton, fine. But if I get anything more than that, oh, okay. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out what we would have drawn. We would have been safe, right? From the next 3 cards and our top deck, we actually would have been safe. See another quick ball for Calyrex. I'm surprised they used Marshadow. There's no ability that. Oh, okay, they're changing. That's fair. They get a good enough hand, they might choose to just Poltergeist instead of Horror Housing. It's definitely an option. Definitely an option for them now. Go for it, since that second Shadow Rider just got benched this turn, so they can't evolve yet. They might just whiff it. Nope. So they only get 1 extra card off of Horror House so far. Yeah, the Horror House is definitely less effective now. To look at Pale Moon GX out of the blue would be more effective. Another Herbaloon. Okay, never mind. So they are going to Horror House for quite a good bit. I wish I had been able to bench a Raichu so I could have 2 energies on the Raichu after. Right. Well, that is not good. Just attach 1. Hopefully my opponent doesn't go boss attack the Pika. If they do, we're probably not going to win this game. Three honorable doors too. Pretty crazy. If they get 3 abilities plus the attachment, that's 4 energies plus the 3 they already had, they would knock out the Bolton without needing to risk the Poltergeist, so I'd rather that. I'd definitely rather that. Okay, they do play Path to the Peak. I play Path to the Peak. Another honorable door. So there's 5 energies. They still have 1 more ability and their attachment for turn. Jeez, that deck is so good. It's turn 2, no, turn 3. It's turn 3 and they're down to 17 cards. With 6 about to be 7 energy in play. Pretty crazy. I mean, they probably have boss. They haven't played as Porter. I'd reckon if they're playing 4 boss, at least 3, probably 4. That actually, yeah, probably 3, at least 2, maybe 4. I think Pigrom's a gunner. I reckon that's what they're debating, right? There's the 7th energy. Which is definitely scary. Oh, but they choose to Marnie instead, okay. I mean, that's fair. It's a less risky, because they're getting, like, if they Poltergeist it, yeah. It's fair. It's definitely fair. Okay. So we're gonna grab Raichu plus the Dene off the radar, attach to Raichu, and then... yeah, it's gonna be down to Paralysis plus Stamp, I reckon. Okay, they're down 2 Herbalons. It's gonna be all about the Paralysis for sure. Let's see if I can find something to attach the Herbalon to. Yes, I can. Losing another boss, not super happy about that, but I do play 4. Okay, I do find Path to the Peak. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that down, because they play Path to the Peak and they're already down a Marshadow. I'll keep the Dene in there. We'll bench the other Raichu, I reckon. I'll go ahead and research. Okay, more Path to the Peak goodness. We're gonna go ahead and full blitz. I am going to lose the Pikarom. Most likely. So 160 doesn't do it. I need to do 250. Do I? I'm gonna lose this guy with 1 more energy, which they will have. Yeah, I could lose the Raichu actually, so I'm gonna spread the energies. So best case scenario next turn is go Stamp plus Paralysis. It's not quite good enough though. Like that KO's 1 Calyrex. It does remove energy from play. As long as I don't fall into the Gengar trap, I guess. We'll see, we'll see. My main concern is definitely finding Stamp next turn. That is absolutely my main concern next turn. Finding Stamps. I might actually Marshadow away my own Path to the Peak. I haven't discarded any Reset Stamps, no. I don't know if any are priced, I didn't check. Let's see. So they failed a Quick Ball. That means either no more Marshadow or it's prized. Oof, that's not great. That is not great. I mean, it doesn't change my win condition much. Oh. Okay. That's fair. That's a solid play by my opponent. Okay, I do have Switch, so I am going to Paralyze. I don't know their Switch counts, but they're not down any Switch yet. Is there a universe where I full blitz for the win? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's still 4 energies left. I think there is a universe where I full blitz for the win. So, okay, let me do this first. Get rid of a Marnie. I think I don't want to get rid of Path to the Peak though. I really don't. Okay, I'm gonna switch and then I'm gonna Marnie. Not happy about this, but it is what it is. I do find Reset Stamp and I do find a bunch of switches. Alright, Tandem Shock. Paralyzed. So if they just go draw pass, which would be ideal, then I could knock out with Pikarom. Ugh. Well played, really. You got switch energy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 10 short. Stamp to 2 energy. Unbelievable, man. Just beat me, dude. Just beat me. Just beat me. Just play the cards and attack. You don't need to research. You don't need to play a stadium, dude. Stamp to 2, switch energy. Research. With the top deck. Unbelievable. Anyways, paralysis is your friend with pass to a peak. It is definitely a lot better, right? It is definitely a lot more detrimental to your opponent. But if you stamp them to the perfect cards, then it doesn't matter. How many times in the last few videos have I stamped my opponent to the perfect cards? I can remember at least 3 very specific instances against whatever, yeah? Just don't stamp your opponents to the perfect cards and you might have a good chance at winning, yeah? But if you stamp them to the perfect cards, then it's gonna be a little tough. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.